Alright, so this is weird. Earlier today I recorded the first session of the Kryptik show, episode 1, just an introduction. Now it's evening and looking at it's the 4th of September going into the 5th, I think. Right about now we're just running into 12 o'clock or whatever. So yeah, we're up on 5 September, so that's the date of today. And the reason I mention that is because some shit is going on, and I'm not the biggest trend watcher in the world, but so last Friday, which was August something or other, right? Eminem, fucking Slim Shady Eminem, out of nowhere dropped an album. Just a surprise fucking album, no promotion, no announcements, no nothing, just dropping an album called Kamikaze. Now, it's causing a bit of a stir, right? So, at first I saw some posts about it, like, it was dropped on Friday evening, 12 o'clock, whatever, I don't know. I caught wind of it at around Saturday. I mean, I saw some posts on some buddies on Facebook, posting some shit with an airplane or whatever the picture was. I was like, I don't know what that is. People saying Eminem and the album and the thing. So I took that just for, bullshit nonsense, and figuring that's not really something. I figure at best it's gossip or something. But the picture kept popping up, and people were mentioning album Kamikaze, whatever. So I googled that shit, of course, and as it turned out, of course, Eminem had actually dropped a fucking surprise album. Okay, so me being a huge fucking Eminem fan, of course, I mean I always knew the motherfucker was fucking amazing. Love his shit. Not all his shit, let me be honest right here. I have my own little internal criticisms or whatever, but that's just as a fan. As a rapper, who can do that shit? I certainly fucking can, and he's definitely one of my fucking idols, and he's amazing. Eminem drops a surprise album, so I have to check it out, right? So I'll admit it, I downloaded the motherfucker. So I downloaded the album, checked it out, listened to it front to back, and god motherfucking dang it, goddamn, that shit. People say it's fire. Yeah, they say that about fucking everything that's new. Bitch, listen to that shit. I got no words. That shit is so fucking good. I got no fucking words. And he does go all out after everybody the way we like him. He's fucking murdering people left and right. He's a fucking killing fields, man. He's killing these fuckers like he's never done before. He's back to the old Slim. No, he's not. He's way fucking better now. Now, still, if you, after you hear the Kamikaze album, you're not an Eminem fan, you don't think he's one of the fucking best to ever touch a fucking mic, you're out of your goddamn mind. Alright, and if you're a rapper, stop, just quit. If you don't think that's some of the best shit you ever heard, you don't know rap, you should not be near a microphone. Someone should put you in a white fucking straitjacket and put you away, okay? So he's dissing half the world, and a lot of these young kids, young rappers and shit, and I ain't follow that shit. I ain't that trendy, and I don't give a fuck, man. If you show up on my radar, you show up, but you gotta work to get there, and I know you're not, because you don't give a fuck what I think, and you shouldn't, right? But for my part, I don't give a fuck what you do. You're trendy, you're mumbly, or you're whatever the fuck, I don't care, alright? When it gets really big and it hits my radar and I have to listen to it, like some people I respect talk about you or whatever, then I will check it out. Maybe, if I feel that I have time, I have energy for that shit. Otherwise, I'll just listen to Big Pun's album again, alright? So, this MGK, Machine Gun Kelly, whatever his face is, I've seen his name around before, but I never bothered to check out his song, so I don't even have an opinion about the dude, right? I don't know who he is. I never even know what color he was. Turns out he's a bunch of different colors because he tattooed his ass to his toes and to his fucking forehead. Whatever. So he turns up because he responds. He's one of the dudes getting dissed. One of these young kids whoever the fuck ever, right, getting dissed on this album. Now, I'm with that, because when I hear this this generation randomly, you know, hear some songs with this whatever mumbly or trap or whatever the fuck it is coming out, usually I don't like this shit. I just skip it, turn it off, whatever, you know. I don't appreciate that. I'm not saying it's horrible. I mean, it's fucking horrible, but okay, that's an old ass dude saying that. I appreciate that the young kids, whatever, you like that, okay? You got shit taste, it's not a sin, alright? So, here we go. Machine Gun Kelly, never really heard of the dude, a little bit, never heard a song, right? Response to an Eminem diss. Now I heard the diss, right? I heard Eminem's record basically non-stop for the last few days. So this MGK kid puts out a diss back. So first of all, you're like, good luck with that, bro. You're gonna diss him in any capacity, man. Whether you're the first one to speak, to open your mouth, or you're responding to something he said. Alright, hold on to your ass, homie, because you about to lose it. Alright, so that's my first impression. Like, okay, you got some balls, that's good, and I've seen that, you know. So today, what am I doing? You know, I'm fucking listening to that song, this thing, whatever, and I don't hate it. I don't hate it, and okay, just to fucking amuse myself, and that's why it's late in the day that I'm responding, you know, fucking putting it on tape and shit. I checked out some reaction videos. I do that from time to time. I know, I just YouTubing and browsing and bouncing from one thing to the next. Then I found some reaction videos, you know, reactions to the Machine Gun Kelly diss. Back to that shit. So I see some reactions, and you know, I like Bizarre, you know. D12's Bizarre. He's just going, but boy. The repercussions. God damn it. And I feel that's exactly right. I feel his reaction is fucking dead on. He's going, yeah, dude, you got some balls, and this is good for hip-hop. I agree with that. Many people said that it's good for hip-hop. I agree, man. It might be good, you know, just get some fucking, get some fire up, get some balls up. And, you know, you can say MGK did that. But then again, Eminem started it, right? He's fishing for it, you know. He's baiting these fuckers, and this kid took the bait, and good on him, man. I mean, fucking props to him for fucking reacting at all, because you know, he's the first one. I haven't heard anyone else say shit, so alright. So it's going to be interesting, and many people say that it's going to be interesting. It's going to be good for hip hop, and I'm in that camp. I say agree with that. I also say, hey, this, if it was directed at anyone else, it would have destroyed, okay? Now, the thing is though, many people say, can't wait for M's reaction. Of course, I agree. I mean, fucking, if he reacts, it's gonna be good. But, to be perfectly honest and fair, I would say, listen to the original diss. He doesn't have to. M's original diss is still way fucking better than this response. Just, you know, in terms of lyricism, in terms of rap, in terms of what he says, it's way more on point, it's way more on target, it's just way better lyrically. Right? Now, why did I make this video? Not really because of that. I'm just discussing this to just be context, okay? There's one thing that bothered me, and that's why I turned on the fucking camera, right? And there's people saying, Eminem, when he was in his prime. Okay, are you out of your fucking mind? Because listen to this fucking album, listen to this Kamikaze thing. He is in his fucking prime. Nobody's saying that shit. And I say, fucking someone has to say it, and if nobody does it, I will. Because somebody has to, man. The boy is in his prime, alright? This is the best he's ever done. People say, no, he's over the hill, he's old. Fuck that. Listen. Dude, I used to think the Eminem show was the best he did. And I don't know, everybody's on the Marshall Mathers LP, Dick, and everything. I was okay with that. It was fine. He was doing serious shit away from the clowning shit, which I appreciate, you know. But the Eminem show was a ripe album. It was a complete album. The shit was tight back to front. Fucking nice. I loved it. Then he put out some other shit. some, you know, a little recovering and the relapse and whatever that was, and whatever. Okay, don't put me on your shit list, then. Actually, put me on your shit list. I'm not that famous. Mention my name. Nah, I ain't dissing nobody. I mean, I'm just saying. The stuff that came after that didn't do it for me. That's all. Alright. Then he put out the Bad Meets Evil. I was like, fuck, that's good. You know, Eminem Royce, you know, murdering it on that album. The shit was tight. I love that shit. Right? So after that, I'm not really up on my timelines here, you know, because of all the not Coca-Cola that I drink from time to time. So at some point he releases the Marshall Mathers LP 2, which I thought was amazing. I thought that was really good. It was a really complete album. It had something for everyone. It had hyper lyricism, had some cool features. I just loved that shit. I thought it was really cool. It was really good. You know, very strong lyricism. But you know, let me just get back to the rapping. Yeah, when he put out with Royce put out Bad Meets Evil, that shit. Yeah, it was better than the Eminem Show. I thought that the Eminem Show was the best at that point. Even after, you know, a couple projects after that, I still thought Eminem Show was the shit. It was good. One of the greatest hip hop albums of all time, in my opinion. Okay, so now out comes Bad Meets Evil. I thought, oh fuck, this is better. The dude is sharp. It's fucking good. Royce was killing it too. It was fucking amazing. And a couple of whatever's after that, you know, out comes the Marshall Mathers LP Part 2. I thought, wow, this is good. This is really complete, as the Eminem Show was. It's a different style. He just keeps improving. He just keeps murdering it with the skills and everything. Lyricism, I thought, was fucking amazing. Very, very fucking good. Okay, then a couple of years of nothing, and then comes Revival. Now, I gotta admit, I was not on the bandwagon with that one, because the introduction to it I didn't like. The BET freestyle that stirred up a lot of shit was really an American thing with the Black Lives Matter and everything. I thought internationally, nobody cares. So he drops the Walking on Water with the Beyonce. I looked at the track list for the Revival album when it came out. I'm like, looking at the features, and I'm like, ugh. So I see Ed Sheeran, I tune out. I log the fuck off, bro. I fucking hate that kid. Anyway, I didn't check it out. Now the Kamikaze thing drops, and fucking I listen to it immediately because it's just such a flash, you know. And it murders, and it hates on everyone who ever hated Revival. And I gotta fucking scratch my head. Like, yeah, I was in that camp. And the truth is, not because I was honest about it. Not because I heard it and thought it sucked, because I was prejudiced and I saw the list and I'm like, heard this first single and I was like, nah, I don't want to deal with this shit. So I hadn't heard the shit. So after 2 days of non-stop listening to Kamikaze, I finally unboxed Revival and I checked it out and I listened to it, and yeah, it was better than I thought. I thought it was a complete project. It had something for everyone. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it at all. I hate a couple of songs on it, but you know, no album's perfect. And just because you know, a song or two is not to my taste doesn't mean the album sucks. You know, let's just be very fucking real about that. And this is to all you hip hop fans too. Because I make albums, you know, not like you ever heard any of them. I'm way too low profile for that shit, but. Let me put it like this. Somebody puts out something that sounds like the shit that they did before. What are you gonna do? Oh, this dude, I's always spitting the same shit. Oh, he's putting out the same shit. You don't like it. Yeah. You try to experiment and go a little balls out, and you try some other stuff, and you're just playing around with sounds or flows or words or whatever the fuck your thing is, you know, and you put out something that sounds different. And the fans go, hey, this is different, this is not what I'm used to, it's not what I like, they lost the character, they sold out, they got a million fucking terms for it, fucking negative, and they don't like it. You can't be an artist without first being a fan, so I know what it's like to be a fan, and I still am, I'm a fucking fan, But if you also create the shit, you start to fucking learn about, dude, you don't want to do the same thing over and over again. And you always have the option of listening to the other shit. So you like the first album, you don't like the second album because it is different. Then just play the first album again. Alright? And don't go all harsh as they lost their way, their soul, their fucking whatever the fuck you want to call it, right? They're experimenting, man. You gotta let them. They're artists. And if they were to do the other thing and just repeat the same thing over and fucking over again, you would hate that too. So anyway, beside the point, I'm rambling the fuck on. It's around 20 minutes of taping here, and you know, I'm gonna cut it off. I just want to put this down, see where the whole thing goes. Whether Eminem responds to the MGK thing, which I don't think he has to. His original is better than MGK's response, so he doesn't really need to. We'll see what happens. Anyway, I will just continue this as a storyline and see where it ends up in one of my shows, if it ever does. I'm gonna enjoy the rest of the night and check out some YouTube shit, probably. So that's me, out. Peace.